Welcome, everybody, to TotalPodcastKill podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Cody. And we're going to start a new game here. Something fresh. Something that makes sense to me. And this is our little session 0. I'm here to introduce you to the players, and we're going to talk about the world a little bit, what's going on. And then we're going to kind of talk about some of our own rules, how we do things. Gage, tell us your character's name.
I'm Gage, by the way. I'm the other one with the camera. Well, obviously you'll see. I am playing
I was going to say, there's no video, it's all audio.
Oh, well, fuck. Okay, so never mind.
So, for you listeners out there, that's his camera. That's what he looks like.
Dear God.
Dear God, fucking kill it. But yeah, I am Zexor, a male elf. Supposed to be technically like a drow, like a dark elf.
Dark elf. I like that. Nicholas, who are you playing tonight?
I will be Havoc Maulhammer. I am a hill dwarf.
And
Don't know
this
what
is
else
Gary.
to-
No, that's fine. That's good.
Hey, what's up? I am going to be playing as Fenrir, a male human paladin.
So, let's talk about classes. What are you guys playing? What kind of party composition do we have going on?
I am gonna be playing a sorcerer.
All right, got a sorcerer. Nicholas, what are you coming in with?
I'm going to be playing as a cleric.
And
Every team needs a healer. I'm going to be that middle guy.
our frontliner.
Oh yeah, here comes the muscle. I'm going to be playing as a great sword vengeance paladin.
Oh yeah, that's right. So are you gonna have a shield?
No.
Okay, hell yeah. Maybe not so much frontline then.
Oh, I'm going to be in the front line. I'm just going to be taking some hits.
So I'm going to be playing this like real strategically when it comes to combat encounters. And I'm really going to press the line like shit's going to be at stake. So currently in Norlatia, there's a lot going on. This is going to be a homebrew game. Grew from a homebrew game. Homebrew.
Oh, homebrew. Homebrew for the boo-boo.
Yeah, just a bam.
It reminds me of fucking Eric Andre. Bing! Now, why would you do that?
Now, why would you do that?
But anyways, I'm going to be taking this game serious. Strategically wise. I'm going to press you to the lines. Somebody might die.
Reminds me of the one shot that we did. My character went down like fucking 3 times.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, so death is on the table. Even though all these stories are like stories we're coming up together, stories we're going to be building together. You do not have plot armor. I will kill you. I don't care how good your story is. If you try to jump over a volcano full of lava to fight a mosquito, hey, that's some risk-reward shit. You might have got rid of one mosquito, dwindled its population. Trying to jump over a volcano. Might fall in lava and die.
So my question is, since you're taking
That's
a break,
hot.
I have this in. So basically, like, it's like the only way we're pretty much gonna get ourselves killed is if we do some shit. Like, you're not planning to kill us; you're gonna challenge us.
Yeah, but also,
Sounds perfectly fine.
I don't like to say it's player versus DM. Is how a game should be played. But also, it's adventurer versus monster. I have to control the monster. I have to be the monster.
And I would expect the DM to play that
monster.
I mean,
full extent.
Secondly, these players know my style. We just recently finished Storm King's Thunder. Awesome campaign.
Mhm.
There was some deaths.
The storm. Fucking
I
Storm King's
witnessed
undersize.
so many deaths.
This
so
man here,
many
Nicholas,
fucking deaths.
got split in twine by a giant in one hit.
Dude,
Pretty
that
sure
was
you had
fucking-
fresh hit points at that time too.
I thought I could take her.
And
Did you crit?
I double, yeah, I
She
critted and I
two-tapped my
double
ass.
over his life.
You did 1 point over my threshold, and it insta-killed me.
Yep. So
What did I have?
Insta-kill
I had
rules
32 hit points.
are there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had 32 hit points, and I did something like 76,
Yeah.
Done.
something like that.
Yeah, that was
Clean
right
sleeve.
before Gary
Yeah.
joined.
Oh yeah, that was before Gary joined. Yeah, so it's there. So a little bit of world setting for my game. In the other game, the bad guy's plans are coming to fruition. Everything has worked in his favor the whole time. And, you know, I I like the idea of there being multiple heroes in the world, because it sounds kind of silly to me sometimes that, like, oh, this calamity's happening over the whole world, and you're gonna tell me, like, most of the time 2 to 4 people show up to help.
Mm-mm.
Right.
I
There's
think-
gonna
yeah.
be more heroes in the world. There's gonna be more. You know, the gods are reaching out. But currently, as I said, there's somebody, I wouldn't even call him a bad guy. But he's trying to change the world. Some see it for the better, some see it for the worst. And ultimately, you know, you guys are going to be put in these situations to where, man, you know what? He might be killing a ton of people, but he's got the right ideas. Or, you know, it's wrong to kill people. We got to stop this. You know, like the train scenario. Do you stop the train to kill one person to save 5? You still got to make the choice to kill somebody. But what's for the better of the world?
Just kill the conductor.
Oh
So-
God, the troll. That's the trolley thing. He pulled the lever, but you're doing.
Yeah,
you think
that's
that
what I was
this
talking
person
about.
lives, or-
Nobody ever just says, can't we just stop the train? So anyways, in the world of Norlatia, what has happened is there's been, like, we'll call it a cataclysm for right now. Something in the northern part of the world has split the earth. Your characters wouldn't necessarily know that unless you're in bigger parts of town, or maybe, you know, you work with the divine a lot. But this anchor from hell has been pulled through, ripped into the material plane, and demons have started to spread forth and infect the land like a plague. Starting off in the largest capital of Norlatia, Anglar City. This is the setting for Ground Zero. So slowly since that happened, the land itself has begun to corrupt, and it's only spreading. And that's kind of like where we're going to be at when we start playing. You might
We
be
gotta stop this.
so far off that it might just be daily life for you, unaware by the burdens of something so far away. So, with that little bit of history out of the way, we're going to be rolling hit points. Our starting hit points, and every level we will be rolling hit points together.
Okay.
How this is going to work is whatever your hit die is, we'll say the cleric. Got the book right here. Okay.
Got my
D8 per
D10
level.
ready. Oh, fuck.
So we've already got these characters built. Starting off at level 1. And like I said, we're going to roll hit points together. So let's start with the cleric. Our friendly neighbor cleric. You have a D8 per character level. Cleric level, not character level. So you'll take the hit die. You might be familiar with the rules, but we're going to go over them anyways. Take your hit
All
die,
right.
D8. We're going to roll D8 together. Whichever one's greater, I'll let you take the greater. If we tie, we roll it again. So we still got plenty of time to think about it. What route are you trying to take with a cleric? Do you got any idea, like, what domain you want to?
Like the Twilight cleric domain.
Probably my favorite one, honestly.
The Constitution, the modifier, or the
Your Constitution modifier.
is that the +1?
Yes.
Oh boy, 4 hit die.
No.
Yeah. Hold on. Am I doing this wrong?
Or,
A fart and a breeze can take you out.
Yeah, you would only have 4 hit points. So it looks like it's the maximum total of your hit dice plus your con mod.
Oh, thank God. That's
I'm trying to
Four-
find that.
wait.
I'm trying to find that in the
Max?
book, but I can't find it in the book.
what wouldn't that be 9?
A D8 plus 3, or a D8 plus 1.
I have
Yeah, 9. You're right.
Yeah, it's not.
You have 9 hit points.
I know math.
So
Hey,
are you giving
that's
him
5
9
more
HP in
HP,
total?
bro. That's better than what you had.
Now I got to figure out how to adjust it because it started me off on 10 through
So,
D&D
so
Beyond.
are we starting
take that
off
10.
with what it gives us? Or we actually? Oh, never mind. We already said what we're doing. I'm just kind of stupid, not gonna lie.
Well, no. Now I'm kind of thinking we just start off with what you're given.
And then we just roll as we go. Then
Hit
we do the
points.
what you said. If I roll, then you roll. We take the higher. Right.
Yes. Level 1 hit points by class. We got a cleric, 8 plus your con mod. So yeah. That's
That would
exactly
just
how it
be
is.
9.
Yep. So everybody could go ahead and do that now. So with a paladin,
Well,
we
that-
got.
It automatically does that when you make your character sheet.
Yeah. Well, no, because Nicholas had 10 hit points.
Oh, guys, sneezed. Almost broke my neck. What is the sorcerer's?
D6.
Well, I'm a glass cannon for a reason.
Yeah. So let's see. The paladins is a D10. So that'll be 10 plus your con mod. Sorcerer.
I also get +2 bonus from tough.
Oh yeah, of
So-
course. Any feats you got, those factor in. Ooh,
Yeah, plus two
yeah.
tough.
It is a 6.
Yeah, like I said, I am a glass cannon.
So what's yours? What's your con modifier?
3, so I have 9 in total.
All right. So we have 9. Let's see what this paladin con. Oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
My hit point bonus came from my dwarven toughness. That's where that extra hit point came from.
Oh, so maybe D&D Beyond has already done its
Mhm.
job.
It does its job automatically.
All right. Yeah. So 15. Yeah. My HP is right where it should be.
All right. Now, let's break into another little section here. Homebrewed roll. Let's talk health potions first. How do we do it in Storm King's Thunder? We did it as actions.
As an action.
Action. I'm still a big
Yes,
fan
sir.
of that. Still a big fan of action health potions. I know the feelings may have changed. What are we feeling like?
Whatever you think is fair. Because what I do, like, it's only 1, but what I did, because you've played with my campaigns, I gave it as a free action, but that could be overpowering, where it's like free action, bonus action, action. That's a little too much, so I would say action, bonus action.
Well, like I said, I'm still in favor of action, but I want to know you guys' opinions.
Because if you think about it, right, combat is 6
I'll tell you one
seconds,
thing:
and
I
6
damn sure
seconds-
ain't doing free action health potion.
Yeah, no.
I definitely would not mind a bonus action health potion.
Yeah. Bonus action seems, I think, would be pretty cool, but
Okay, bonus action health potion it is. Bonus action health potion.
Because realistically, you'd be able to like go like this, pull off a thing, open a cork and down a bottle, and go "Ah!" and swing on a monster.
Imagine pulling a sword out as you're drinking a fucking health pot. They're like
It's fucking going this far. Let me
slash
get my
mid-drink.
potion. Just this.
You're fucking fencing as you're getting a health pot.
I'll keep my own HP up. Don't worry.
So for
Here,
the
you do
viewers,
that.
this man just chugged what looks like a 2-liter of Fanta and pulled out a dagger.
In 6 seconds.
All right, so I really like how he did the death saves as well. That's one thing I like to change. When your character dies, so we record in Discord. When your character dies, I remove you from the chat. You go to the dead channel. And I will roll your saving throw and tell you what it is. I think this makes for a very suspenseful, do I save them or do I try to finish this enemy off? How did you guys feel about that?
That was actually really, really fun because you're sitting there and you're just seeing people like, for those if you're looking at the map, like say if someone's down, you don't hear them, you're just seeing the ping going off, and you're like, what's going on? The next thing you know, when you're brought in, and you just hear the join, and there's just like, holy fuck, what the fuck was that? Or it makes it more realistic because when you're down, you're not gonna know what's going on.
Yeah, that's another reason I like it because you don't know what's going on while you're dead. So there might be some pretty important information that happened that you were unconscious for.
And unless if your teammates give you a heads up on what's going on,
Exactly.
you will lack the knowledge.
Exactly.
Here I am in purgatory trying to relax, and my friend revived my ass. Now I'm playing again. Let me die, Brian.
Also, I just imagine you're unconscious, you don't know what's happening, your teammates heal you. They forgot to tell you that dude poisoned you while you were unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now you've been suffering the effects of this poison. And that would be actually pretty cool now I'm thinking about it. If you get poisoned and then I start making you roll disadvantage and nobody tells you and nobody can figure out why you're rolling disadvantage.
is that what poison does? Poison doesn't do damage over time?
No, I really like damage over time as well, but unfortunately. Well, you know what?
I mean, you could, as a homebrew roll, just do a D4. Depending on how potent it is.
I'm thinking the disadvantage and damage over time. Poison is
shit.
something I don't think enough people keep track of. And I'm even guilty for this myself. Like when you get poisoned and then, we're in combat and throughout the heat of combat, you constantly forget about it.
Yeah.
So
how long does big poison last?
I think it's for 1 hour until you're cured.
Until
Some things say ends next turn, so it takes its course through your body and then stops. I think it all depends on what the effect from poisoning was.
Well, I do love having purified poison as a paladin.
Exactly.
Because of the other campaign.
And I think damage from poisoning would make that a more useful skill. I'll just wait till the disadvantage goes away. But instead, now I'm taking damage. And I think about this, too. If you're unconscious and you're poisoned and, you take that hit of damage from the poison while you're unconscious, that's an automatic fail.
You would have to make sure that before you even apply healings, if people go down, you might want to do a medicine check on them first.
Yeah. Try to, cure that poison.
So
that makes sense.
That would make 3 things for poison, because poison has disadvantage on ability checks as well. So being poisoned is gonna suck.
Yeah, I mean you're poisoned. I'm sure being poisoned sucks in general.
Food poisoning sucks.
Now, my question is, sorry if this is a newbie question here, but say that you rolled to get a medicine check on somebody while they're down and out. You find out that yes, they are poisoned. Now, did you just waste your turn doing a roll for that medicine check, or can you follow it up with an action like, all right, I'm gonna resurrect this, or I'm gonna heal them, or use cure poison or something?
I think that's another thing that would be situational. If you went up and was like, "Can I do a medicine check to see what's wrong?" You know what? Yeah, do your medicine check. I wouldn't take your action for that because you ran up, you analyzed the situation quickly. Now, how do you act on it?
Yeah. So that's where I was going with it too. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody else was on board with that too.
Yeah. Where are we sitting on the whole poison situation?
Personally, I think damage over time and disadvantage does sound like a pretty good route to go.
Hell yeah.
That's normally how it is.
No, there is no damage over time though.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that's normally how it is with the disadvantage.
All right, honestly, it would make more sense to have DOT. It makes sense for poison to have damage over time.
God damn it! I got another Yucca.
All right.
Back to this game, Gage.
Now here's something I thought about.
Here.
When you initially get poisoned, a D4. Look at this style of D4, by the way. It's crazy.
I can't.
Ooh.
It's like a top.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
You want to see my D4?
Yeah. Nice. All right. So
Okay.
starting out, when you first get poisoned, depending on, the lengths went through to get the poison, starting damage, little D4. Every start of the turn, you're poisoned. D4 damage with disadvantage. What about after the poison starts spreading?
Then that would
Say
feel
it's-
more like venom. Would it
Say
not?
it's after combat, and you don't address your poison very swiftly. Now we're up to a D6 worth of damage.
That's no bueno.
You don't have any antidotes or ways to cure poison immediately available. Now you've been poisoned for a day. You go up. D8.
To a fucking dough. That's not good.
2 days. You've had too long rest and you can't figure out how to unpoison yourself. D10.
Oh, geez.
It might never come up. I'm sure, having a paladin, you can cure poison pretty quickly. Cleric.
And I do get restore charges on my lay on hands when I do rest. So, and it costs me 5 points to cure poison.
And it's not like every like 6 seconds.
I say sex. I'm like, huh?
But I'm thinking the damage goes up over time as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
the longer
fair.
you're poisoned,
Now,
the more damage you take. That seems fair.
if we're gonna be rolling it that way, and I know you said that it's not gonna be like 6 seconds every time we take damage.
Yeah.
What would be the right way to gauge the time with that?
You said my name.
I'm thinking like every 4 hours.
Every 4 hours, it would go up by.
No, every 4 hours you take a damage tick. Every day you're poisoned goes up damage dice. And I'm sure that's going to be a very, very rare occasion, but that's how I'm thinking of handling that. All right. That's pretty cool. Any other homebrew rules? Any suggestions for homebrew rules?
Not that I can think of on hand.
Spells. Wizards are the only ones that can. So typically I let people like just play around in the spell list. It's not always like that though. Like I'm pretty sure only the wizards get to like change their spells like that. I'm gonna look that up. We're not gonna talk about that now because I'm not 100% on that mechanic.
Okay. Just like changing the spells like on a whim.
Yeah, like every long rest, wizards can change their spells. But I don't think it's the same way with every class.
Because we were
Now-
doing 20. We were doing Storking Stunner that way. I wasn't sure.
I'm gonna look into that.
Now, like, what about later on? Like, because we're not gonna have like the maximum amount of spell slots that we can at level 1, of course. So as we level and we gain more spells to use, like, do we have to choose them immediately, or choose them as we need them?
See, that's what I'm not sure on. Because I think
Okay.
paladins work that way only because they get their power from a god.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
I think it's based on the oath that you're following too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Also, Gary, Happy New Year's. It's 12 o'clock here.
Happy New Year.
Do you feel the old? Do you feel...
Dead.
It's not his birthday. Ask him if he felt older, like he's a year older now.
It's only
I
4
thought-
months
is it-
away. So
is
it's
it
not
your
like
birthday?
that.
It's pretty close.
No,
pretty
it's
close.
not his birthday. His birthday's like his birthday is in the same month yours. Yours is what, April as well?
Yeah,
April or May?
April. That would be funny if your birthday was like on New Year's. One more thing I want to discuss. Where this story's starting. So let's talk about the depths reach.
The deep reaches.
The deep reaches.
The bridges.
I want to do like just a little description of that starting out there.
Okay.
So it's this massive like cave system, crystal caverns, where there's this source of primordial energy, and it is known as a resting place of what was that? Dorquan?
Zorquan, which is the dragon
Zorquan.
deity that Zexor follows.
Yeah. So this primordial draconic energy, the resting place of Zorquan. Give me a little description of that. We got these crystal caverns, and these caverns are like they have people's homes built into the walls, and it's very dark. A lot of bioluminescent crystals.
So basically, is that these walls are kind of not living, but like they pulse with energy. There's like bioluminescent fungi. There's crystal trees, and as you go lower and lower and lower in these layers, the more twisted it kind of gets, and where more of these like fucked up creatures or beings are. It's kind of like the Underdark. Kind of, it's a place that I helped design and to think of that because your world didn't have an Underdark, so kind of like theory crafted. I wasn't called the Nether Deep
This
Reaches or
Underdark's been
whatever.
there, or the deep reaches.
Yeah,
It's been there forever.
yeah. I was just saying like he didn't have a name for it or whatnot, or vice versa. I don't know, but it's
It's a part of the
cool.
very core of the world. I really like that.
hardcore.
All right. So that's the deep reaches. And now I'm thinking for Havoc Maulhammer, little Hildorf dude. You're going to be getting like this call to action. Working at this temple set up in the mountain. Let me go to the map here real quick. The Moonridge Mountains. You know, just this isolated little temple. Started out as just a band of people set together for a cause. Brought into this world for, you know, to serve a purpose. So I always imagine it like just these cold stone walls and these pillars and these braziers that sit out there. These like awesome flames dancing in the snow. And then it's just set in this pine forest that's always covered in snow. And that's kind of where your call to action is going to be taking place when we start out.
Yeah,
Try not to
going
let
be
too many spoilers out for that one. I got a pretty cool idea.
So is that like going to be like the first type of like mission based thing that we're going to be doing?
I'm trying to see how I can tiptoe around this without letting any spoilers out.
Jordans.
That's going to be more like just a little scene we played through. But then, coming to this paladin character we have, going to be a nice, small, tight little keep with these nice hills, rocky area. And there's, small villages that have started developing around this place. But just this one keep. I really like that Germanic castle idea. I was looking at those.
Yeah, I always really thought that like the construction of those castles were really unique.
And then I think that is where, that's when we'll get into where the story starts. Who these characters are. We have Fenrir. How do you say your last name again?
Wiegraf.
Wiegraf. I had it wrote down and I was like, Wiegraf? Didn't want to mispronounce it.
Look at this
Havoc
photograph.
Maulhammer.
Shut.
What is Zexor's full name? Is it just Zexor?
Just Zexor.
Single name, strong, bold. That's these characters, and this is where we will be starting out with. Don't have a name for it yet.
I was thinking like Zexor or Zorlov for the name, but I just was like, boom, just Zexor. Just
Number
Zexor.
Zegzor, number 1.
Zexor the First?
Zexor of the Deep Reaches.
See, I know you said he was an elf, but why am I getting automaton vibes?
He is not an automaton. I can tell you that he is not a Warforged.
Damn it, I was wanting to call you a filthy fucking
Oh, fucking dare
Listen,
you.
when the AI hears that, when this goes live, the AI are
You're
going to
first.
remember that.
Dude, you know how you were talking about the cataclysm and stuff and going off and how some people
me
would know?
laughing at spray bottle of water.
The people in the Deep Reaches are kind of like the Amish. They don't know what the fuck's going on until
see-
that fucking like metaphor is like, hey, something's
this
going
is-
on out there.
This is what I'm thinking though, because I'm thinking you are the first people to know. You are so close to this primordial energy that when this shift in the world happens, you're the first to see it starting to crack.
Well,
If anything,
I would say the oracles. The oracles. Here you would be the one to be like, oh shit.
exactly, yes. And you're right next in line, right after that. Yeah, it's really gonna be really good shit. I got such a good story that's
Like,
I
so
cannot wait to start telling.
can I?
I like
tell
to
you something
think the only reason. Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say, can I tell you something about my backstory I wanted to talk to you about? Because in
Yeah.
the backstory that
Now's
I
the
had
time to do
was when that meta plane was going off, when the first crack was going through, and so Zexor wouldn't know what he had inside of him for a while until it was brought to him. And the chasm of the first fire is where where Zorkon was laid to rest, where that thing is, and someone being brought into there, the Oracle would have to die. But Sahiri would be old enough to where it's like, all right, fuck this. Kind of like Zexor needs to know she's going to sacrifice her life to let him know about his power and to go up there, but he wouldn't be able to go back in because the others are going to get you're not allowed in here type of thing. Kind of like, not like a cult, but like a society where like you cannot see this at all. You're not supposed to be here. But
No, yeah,
Sahiri
for sure.
would die for showing him, but it would be for a reason.
Yeah. So in this place, where this primordial energy is held, like there are the seers that can read these things, and they can foretell like maybe even what happens in the future. They just see the time, the ley lines of how these magic come out here and they flow into the world. So when something shifts in that, when something alters, doesn't look right, they're going to be the first to know. And these seers, they know these things are going to happen. That's just how the world's supposed to be. We can't manipulate this. We let nature take its course. We let this energy flow how it's supposed to flow. And that's when I think, one of these oracles comes to Zorquan and they're like, listen, something really bad is happening. I think you can help put an end to this. And that's when it's so hard to say shit without spoiling things. But that's where, it's going to come into this world. Because there are forces at play that, want to use this kind of energy for their own gain. And they're willing to destroy worlds to make that happen.
Okay, so just a question based on the map. What how many days travel do we have between like the areas?
So let's take Leiloria, for example. Gonna be the introduction place of Fenrir. Another popular place in this world is Moonbright. It is a small city. It's got these massive walls, like I'm trying to remember what they're called. Palisade walls. These massive logs that are just formed around the city.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, it's been getting a little more popular, expanding, moving into the forest a little bit. Most recently in time, this city of Moonbright might have called out to like, hey, we're in distress. We need supplies and help. Would you send us? And Leiloria would have responded like, yeah, we'll send what we can to help support and, rebuild the city. Because it was raised by goblins, I want to say about a month ago. So to get from Leiloria to Moonbright would be, depending on travel, I would say a week if you had a sturdy wagon, horses pulling it, not stopping a lot, a week. There's kind of these
from
main
Leiloria
trade
to
routes.
Moonbright.
So that
from Leiloria to Moonbright.
God
Okay,
damn,
cool.
it's so close, but god damn, that's a perspective of how big the world's gonna be. Fuck.
So from Leiloria to Anglar, which again, Anglar is a pretty popular city. So if you're a part of the just main world, you have traders coming in and out, you're aware of Anglar. So that would be something Fenrir would be, yeah, I know where Anglar is. You've probably never been there, but you've heard tale of it. Massive city, huge Capitol buildings,
I like to think that
From
up
Leiloria
on
to
the
Anglar, I would say that's like a 3-week journey.
Yeah, that's actually correct because I was looking
Maybe a
at
whole month.
25. That's 25 to Moonbright, 70 to Anglar. So if you do that by 3, that's 3 weeks. So technically, it would be close to a month. Yeah.
And that'd be just assuming like there would be no like stops along the way, like bandits trying to fuck with you,
God.
wagons
Yeah,
breaking,
we taking
horses
weather
dying.
into consideration.
Yeah.
Might
If you
be
could get
snowing
across,
next time we come through.
if you did travel though, you would know like you would have to go across this massive bridge. That bridge is like between Moonbright and Anglar, and that is called Dick's Crossing. Very popular
You
trade
know the
routes.
dicks.
very popular trader routes. I'm sure people come and go.
I'd rather crawl over dicks than swim through it.
And there's one more super popular place called
Why not
Cloud's
walk over
Reach.
it?
So to the very south
You want to swim
in the
through dicks?
mountains, there's like I don't even know what you would call it. City that's like built into this mountain that goes up the mountain.
So is it like built into the mountain or built on the mountain?
On/into.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda with those fucking people that ruled the rock people, the Goros, where they fucking like built into the mountain on top of the mountain.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that.
I don't think I played that one.
And that's in I think what Majora's Mask, or was it
Oh.
Legend or Ocarina?
That was Ocarina.
Yeah, I don't think I played that one.
How fucking dare you?
So I've noticed that there's 4 different, or well, technically 5, but 5 characters. But there's only 3 of us playing.
Don't worry about the one in Ruin. That was supposed to be my artificer for the other one that we are gonna do, which was Lunaria.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. I'm just gonna get rid of those. Bloop.
All right. I was bringing it up
Anybody?
because I was like, oh,
I will say this
someone's
too.
sneaking in.
Before this demon threat happened, Layloria and even the Temple in the Mountains might have noticed like refugees.
My temple?
Yeah. Refugees trying to get away from places that have been, burnt down or attacked. Definitely a huge shift in the world. And generally around this time would have been like a time of peace. You all would have heard stories of like gods fighting in these lands and having these wars and, shit like that. Whether it be you think it's a fairy tale or, as a cleric or a worshiper of these gods, more on the end that these are real events that happened and we're just at a time of peace right now. So anybody that really goes on a real religious route and you think you can, speak with your deities and stuff, you would be feeling like there's some time of upset right now, like something's going on. Something in the world is changing. What is it? And that's what we're going to find out when we start playing.
Whew.
That's
gonna be awesome.
Any closing comments? Any rules you just thought about? Any ways you want to play?
Before you described the distance, I was thinking that up on the high mountains of what are these mountains called again?
Moonrise
Mountains.
Moonridge. Yeah, my handwriting's kind of shitty. And before we play Friday, I'm gonna have some more kind of maps and idea concepts to show you guys that definitely the place of Layloria. Really cool like map idea of that. A lot of my maps are drawn, homebrewed maps. That's how I like to play.
One question.
And this is pretty damn close to table playing. How would I do it at a table game?
Yeah, dude. Like I was actually just talking to one of the other coworkers, Mike, from work, and we were talking about wanting to do like an actual sit-down tabletop game. I haven't played one of those tabletop games since I was like 17, so it's been a long ass time.
Yeah, I love playing it.
I keep forgetting that I'm the youngest one here.
Nicholas is only 19.
27.
Damn.
That's pretty damn close.
Question.
Yep.
So, because we did this all the time, like so with advantage, right? Advantage, like if you're kind of like adjacent in a way.
Flanking.
Yeah, flanking. So say it goes you monster, other person monster. There'd be technically no flanking because there's 2 monsters around each other in the same sense, but like I want to go in perspective on how you would do advantage again on flanking.
So you're saying if it's like you,
you're
monster,
flanking,
your
but
teammate,
also being flanked.
yeah, but there's something flanking you.
Yeah. So would you
Everybody
technically
gets
still be
advantage.
flanking?
Yeah, you'd be flanking, but you'd also be flanked.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine, say, ooh, our paladin's gonna be our only like really hardcore frontliner. So, say he's up there in the action, fighting a monster, and then he's got a kobold behind him trying to stab him in the back, but he's got a party member behind that kobold trying to attack that kobold.
I'm gonna bonk that son of a bitch.
And I'm just imagining him up there like Guts from Berserk.
Berserk.
Got that big ass sword fighting
Yeah,
this dude.
yeah.
But also, you know, you got you're a battle hardened dude. You got your combat attention on the guy behind you as well. So bam, advantage. These guys are working together. They get advantage. And then this cleric on the outside, he gets advantage. Yeah, I fuck with that.
I like to think that
Daisy chain flanks.
he's gonna sling his sword backwards, kill the cobalt by accident, sling forward and sling the cobalt's corpse at the guy he was originally gonna hit.
Beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How would that work as an improvised weapon if you want to use someone's body as a weapon?
Blunt
As
force.
long as you can pass the strength check, I imagine you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
Proficient in body use.
Yeah. It's like somebody grab this guy by the ankle and start swinging him like a sword.
me looking at the barbarian. Don't tell the elf. Toss me.
Inspiration points.
Ooh.
Don't tell that.
You guys are pretty
empty-aired
familiar with how I
trunksling.
do inspiration. Everybody is like
Inspired.
heroic deeds. You earn inspiration. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of cool shit. I feel like I give out inspiration fairly well.
I will say this:
We're gonna treat it like
we did.
We're gonna
that
start treating it
campaign-
like a valuable commodity.
I have a wonderful skill called resourceful.
Oh, what's that do?
I gain heroic inspiration whenever I finish a long rest.
Oh shit, that's a
I was gonna
feat.
say, like, when I was playing the Storm King's Thunder,
I
don't
have
think
guidance.
I don't think I ever got fucking inspiration once.
That's awesome. You gain heroic inspiration whenever you finish a long rest.
Yes, sir.
So that's funny because that's what I was about to say next. So I want to start treating it like a valuable commodity. So everybody can start out with one. This is going to be like a strategical thing you could use. But also, like I said, like heroic deeds could earn you these things. So, damn, that's awesome. Gary, you can start out with 2 of them.
Ooh. I didn't know those stacked.
Yeah, that's how it's going to be. We're going to try to keep
Oh, that's
track of them.
beautiful.
You could also, I don't know if this is, I'm going to look up in that rule book how this is. You can use them to stabilize yourself.
Ooh.
So if you go down, I'm telling you, I'm going to try to play as strategically as possible. Like, I'm going to be coming at you guys how vicious attackers would come at you guys. So if you go down and say you're poisoned, for example, like I said, every time that damage ticks off while you're in initiative, you're taking a fail for that. But if you're like, can I use my inspiration to stabilize myself? Yeah, for sure. That'd be sweet.
But
also, you know, it gives you advantage.
I have a I have resistance to poison. Is that still going to be half damage to that?
Ooh. Yeah, dwarf poison resistance. Yeah.
So okay, so it's like half damage.
Yeah, half
Just
damage
like,
for you. Dwarven resilience. And obviously you have advantage on saving throws against it too. Nice.
Gary, what did you say your character was?
Human paladin.
Yeah, Vengeance Paladin.
Okay. So you're the only character without dark vision.
I'm also, as one of my spells that I picked up, I'm using on naturally Divine Smite as one, but my secondary spell is going to be Command.
Hell yeah. Commanding presence. Yep. So session 1, we're going to meet these characters and we're going to see what they look like. And we're going to start our journey into Norlatia. And what you could do to save it.
What did I do? Shit.
I'm going to make like an Uncle Sam poster. Norlatia needs you.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
All right. That is our session 0, gentlemen. Prepare your holes for session 1.
Fuck me.
That's it, everybody. This is Total Podcast Kill Podcast. Newest edition. Gage, Gary, Nicholas. Welcome to Norlatia.